everybody, Richard Chapman here with CyberNow Labs, continuing our cybersecurity awareness tips for the Cybersecurity Awareness Month. This one is going to be interesting because this is something that affects not only individuals, but also corporate employees as well too. Phishing emails. Guys, you need to be aware of emails that could potentially be phishing emails. Now, what is a phishing email? For those of you that don't know, it's an email where somebody is trying to hook you. They're trying to get you on the line, right? I love the analogy there of phishing, but it's phishing with a PH, right? P-H-I-S-H-I-N-G. But the idea is still the same. There is an attacker that is attempting to lure you in to do something, whether it's download a file or go to a specific website that's already been compromised and would potentially distribute malware to your computers. So without getting too terribly deep into the weeds here, the understanding here is that you've got bad guys trying to get information out of you or get you to do something that benefits them, and we don't want to do that. So let's take a couple minutes to look at some phishing email indicators, some things that you might want to look for as a normal everyday user. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. All right, so on this screen, I've got some things blacked out here so you can't see some information. However, what we have is an email that was sent to one of my junk email accounts, and we can also see there is an attachment. It looks like an Adobe PDF, but the email is very vague. As a matter of fact, first and foremost, the email was made out to my name, but it was my entire name and email address. It was a weird combination, like not something you would normally see. You would normally see more of your actual name if it's a legitimate sender that you're doing business with. But in this case, that might be a little bit of a red flag. Some other things that you might find that are a little bit challenging or that may show you that this is a potentially phishing email. Spelling issues, definitely something that stands out. Poor grammar or grammatical errors, those could be potential indicators of a phishing email as well. And one of the little tricks that you can do as well too, if there is a link in the email, if you take your mouse and hover over that link, kind of like what I'm doing right here, how I'm hovering over the email, if there is a link to, say, a website, if you just hover over that with your mouse without clicking, you'll be able to see in the bottom right-hand corner of your email client the actual email that it goes to. Now, this email doesn't tell me who it's from. It doesn't tell me what vendor. So it's very, very vague. But the way that it's designed, it looks like they're trying to say, hey, looks like you had some sort of order here. There's an order confirmation, and it looks like there's an order number, and it looks like, oh, something I ordered has been purchased. Now, I don't remember purchasing anything. I definitely didn't order anything. But the idea here is that it's vague on purpose to get you more than likely to download this file. Now, that could be a bad thing. If this is a malicious file, this could take some steps on your computer to potentially load and or download malware onto your machine, giving attackers access to your machine. So if you don't know this, if you didn't do an order, if this isn't something that stands out as, yes, I did this order from a known vendor, I would probably ignore it. But I can't do that. I work in cybersecurity. So what did I do? I opened this email in my virtual environment, and I actually grabbed a screenshot of the attachment. I actually downloaded that attachment into my machine, and we're going to take a quick look at it. Now, this is not a piece of malware that it downloaded. It literally was just an Adobe PDF file. So just a normal PDF Acrobat or Adobe Acrobat PDF file. But this is a little bit different phishing attack. They know that malware that's sent an email a lot of times will get picked up. It will get flagged and potentially deleted from the email vendor. So how can they work through this a little bit differently? They can do something like this where they're telling you, hey, it looks like your PayPal account purchased some Bitcoin. I didn't purchase any Bitcoin, definitely didn't use my PayPal. But the idea here is that they're trying to get me to reach out to these help desk numbers to call them. And I can tell you exactly what they're going to do when I do call them. They're going to tell me, no problem, we're here to help. We're going to help you download this file, and that'll allow us remote access to your machine so that we can make sure that you are taken care of and this gets fixed. That doesn't make any sense, and it's bad. Don't do that. If there's a question, go to your vendor directly. Do not click on the links. Do not follow what these people say. You need to keep yourself safe. Again, their goal is to phish you, to try to get some sort of information. And believe it or not, a lot of times when you call them and they help you download the file that's going to help fix the problem, that file is a remote access to your machine. And that's going to give them the ability to go through your machine, see everything you have, potentially actually track your keystrokes, obtaining your passwords, your account numbers, whatever you type into that computer. So if you're not familiar with the vendor, if you're not familiar with the sender, be very careful. Don't follow the email. Reach out to the vendor directly. Don't download any files that you don't recognize. Don't respond to any emails from vendors like this that you don't recognize. Play it safe, guys. Phishing emails, absolutely imperative that we are safe and secure. And hopefully this helps keep you safe and secure out there. Stay tuned for some additional cybersecurity awareness tips on the following episode. We'll see you soon.